decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Hello everyone, and welcome to...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launchpad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch, too.
Desai did just about enough to come out on top there. Oh no, what has happened here? And a chance! And again! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Mbappe! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now there's a fine ball. No way through, so back it comes. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Gives it back. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's a searching pass. Varane gets across to intercept that. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And that's gone loose. And Messi! Oh, it's come off the upright. Now it's Luis Suarez. Judge, surely! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And no, he's seen through all of that.
Vieira with the slide tackle there.
Seedorf looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Neymar. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Mbappe, and it's Lam. Ronaldinho looking to add to his goal. Neymar. Now Rafael Varane. Pepe. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's in on goal. Chance! And here's Mbappe. Messi.
Maldini eases him off the ball.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Now it's Mbappe. Seedorf. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's neat. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, he's having a go! Sensational by Bruno Fernandes! A finish of true class! And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Nigeria leading now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Luis Suarez.
2 added minutes have been
Vieira
indicated.
demonstrating his defensive quality there. Mbappe, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi, real...
That's it, 45 minutes up. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Nigeria are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 3, Philip Lahm. Coming on the field is number 9, Ruud Gullit.
So right back into the action. And it's lofted through here. Now it's Luis Suarez. Engages and forces him off the ball. Desai did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, cracking ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, easy pickings there. Strokes it back. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries to get it clear. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Nigeria are looking to go forward now. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Long ball upfield. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Neymar purring through the gears. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the shot! And that's a tiny finish. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass. And we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Ronaldinho.
Great vision. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mbappe.
He has a look up. Mbappe! In he goes again! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Bruno Fernandes. Nigeria.
Looking to break at pace. And he goes cross-field.
Roberto Carlos
Wins the duel this time. Bullet dominates aerially so often.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Messi. Neymar. Neymar gets on his bike and on the move. And here's Suarez. Seedorf, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He leaps for it. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Substitution on the field, number 7.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 11, Kylian Mbappe. Number 24, Lionel Messi. Number 5, Clarence Seedorf. Coming on the field, number 23,
Yeah.
Erling Haaland.
Looking
Number
to pass their
21,
way up the pitch.
Johan
Now this could be a chance.
Number
Oh, it's a
20,
foul there right on the edge of the box.
Mendes.
And
Number
that
22,
really is the last thing they wanted to do.
So, having trailed to lead. The comeback is complete. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
After 81 minutes
And it didn't take him long.
Number
Just
23,
sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Knocks it into... Real chance! Oh, good finish! And surely that clinches
touches it. There really is no way back now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Now it's Haaland.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
And it's Nedved. Now that looks a decent ball. Look at the space.
Oh, shooting chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. That's a decent clearance.
And that's it. Nigeria pleasingly clever on the ball.
They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Nigeria desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
Well, football is, of course,
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, straight into the action. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar. Oh, this is a very good run. There's the shot! That's another chance! And again! That's superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Neymar at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Chelsea claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Chelsea with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Tomori. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
James did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. James. Lampard. Tomori. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Maldini. And it's Kimmich. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, well measured. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. James gets over and intercepts. Now it's Ronaldinho. Bruno Fernandes. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, great leap! And that's a good finish. And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Is there any support? He might not need it. It's Neymar! They get a throw in. Drogba, and that interception was most necessary. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's dribbled past his man here. tries to cross. And he cuts out the supply. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now, can they get him away? Big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
This is a special message for members. Hello everyone, and welcome to
So bring it on.
today's match.
Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of play, even his appearance. Yes, he'll be the one expected to take up a deeper role and play make from back there. But I see him as having a lot more than that in his game. His positioning is key. He reads the game particularly well. He's headed for stardom.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Odo. Tonali. This is a promising build-up. That has been slung wide. Delivers with whip. Impressive jump. Oh,
from Ronaldo.
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena.
Number 8.
What a header, flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Nigeria are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Neymar, that's a good ball out wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And Messi!
And the ball's come loose here.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Hoisted in.
Nigeria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That is good alertness.
Cafu.
Conte. And this is Aguero.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Ronaldinho. Neymar.
He's found the way through.
Pinches it off him.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Messi.
Oh, that's superb.
It's Luis Suarez! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it...
Getting up there! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Ronaldinho. Otto kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And this is Royce. Well read, nice interception. Maldini, pass somewhat off target.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. DiMarco. Messi. And now the breakaway. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Cafu. Royce. Aguero. Now it's Aguero. And he's got away from him. Chance! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Kimmich makes the interception. Now it's Bale. Nicely weighted ball.
Oh, this looks sharp. And they can counter here. He's through here. Oh, he's found support out wide.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Bale. Tries to pass it through.
Bruno Fernandes is the guilty party there.
And this is Bale. That's the end of the first 45. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And a chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. He is through here! No, he can't get past him. Stam did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tries one from range! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Has another go! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Barcelona leading now. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Barcelona clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And that's gone loose. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! And he's stuck it away. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Luis Suarez.
Try to gain this, all square again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Substitution for Nigeria, number 15.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Neymar, number 10. Lionel Messi.
It'll be a throw-in.
Number 18. Luis Suarez. Coming on the field, number 20. Kylian Mbappe.
Nigeria are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Naul, number 11.
Rivaldo, renowned for his long-range shooting. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's got it, and he shoots! And no mistake! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Substitution for Nigeria, number 2.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a think far post.
Terrific save by Abiati. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Oh, lovely feeding. He's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rummenigge charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. In comes the corner. Corner number 2 then.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 14, Gareth Bale. Number 3, Nico Schlotterbeck. Number 22, Federico Di Marco. Coming on
Stam gets it away.
Number 9, Lionel Messi. Number
Keep
2,
calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Eden Hazard.
And that's going to be a booking. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. Picked out. There's the shot! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready.
It's roll! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And again. Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Bruno Fernandes has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
He leaps for it. Another one of football's and how moments.
Rummenigge really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Bruno Fernandes, roll! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And how did he not put that away? Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. And one more try! He hits the net, and surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. Rivaldo duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And he's worked it through. It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
Have been indicated.
Tonali cuts it out. Not the most accurate pass. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kante gets across to intercept that. And here's Raul. And it's Kimmich. Oh, shoot! Tries a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And there goes the final whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Foot in. Platini ventures forward. And here's Hullet. And here's Eto'o. Neymar. That's going wide left. Ronaldinho, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's played chance! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And that was nowhere near his best. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Lahm, played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And he's in on goal! Ronaldinho! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Always goal side. Looking for options for movement. Bruno Fernandes. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Has another go! And he's done it! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Number 22, Bruno Fernandes.
Nigeria have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pullet, Eto'o, and the shot! And that's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then...
It's Luis Suarez!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially, he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Chance! Goal! Fenerbahce! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break...
There's the shot! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past...
Takes a shot! Goal! Fenerbahce! And they get themselves in front! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Messi. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Thuram. That's a sharp pass. Now that's well seen too. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nigeria are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Platini. Oh, what a ball! Stam pokes it out wide. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep. Real chance! Against the crossbar. Ronaldinho is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And this is Eto'o. And here's Platini. Tries to play it through. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
This possibly the last play of the half. Impressive jump! No, not the best of headers. Lam. We are into stoppage time. Pullet. Oh, now he can run away with it. Shot could be on. Oh, this looks sharp. And that signals the end of the first period. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Varane calmly anticipates. Davids always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And here's Ronaldinho. It's a pretty loose pass. Eto'o. He's a sharp little ball here. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's found a way through. Luis Suarez. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It's a promising position. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Nigeria really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
Messi makes a move down the right. Luis Suarez! Eto'o on 2 now and looking for 3. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Not the most accurate pass. Luis Suarez. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Neymar! And that would have been some goal.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Substitution for Nigeria, number 6.
Nigeria choosing to make the first change.
Number 18, Luis Suarez.
Pinches it off him.
15, Ronaldinho. Number 22,
Messi.
Bruno Fernandes.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Number 14, Steven
Nigeria
Gerrard.
perhaps wondering what the best
Number
time is for their next substitution.
Number 20, Kylian Mbappe. Number 17,
Ibrahimovic.
Andres Iniesta.
Great vision. And this is Ibrahimovic. So no flag here. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pull it. Looking for the run. Oh, super ball. It's Eto'o! That is ended up in no man's land. Vieira. He's had it taken off him.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Can he get on the end of this? And this is Ibrahimovic. Great ball, and he's in here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 8.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Number 7.
He leaps for it!
Marquez.
And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Maldini. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's a nicely shaped ball. A lot of space ahead of him.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Neymar. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Quality ball. No, that's been intercepted. Nigeria could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Davids. Marquez cuts it out. Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and he's got away from it. Looking for a runner.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Gerrard was in no mood for any of that.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Gerrard, never out of the action for very long.
Substitution for Fenerbahce. Number 10.
Fenerbahce
Michel
making
Platini.
further changes here,
Number
and
7.
in quick succession.
Edgar Davids. Number 11. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Number 9. Samuel Eto'o.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Nigeria played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Well, football is, of
today's
course,
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Manchester United.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
There's a name in this lineup, Peter, that's synonymous with being dependable.
The man they call safe hands.
Yep, David Seaman, one of the outstanding keepers of his time and a commander of tight defence because of the understanding he develops with those in front.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Fernandes! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now, this could be a chance. Vermin. Nigeria have it back and can go again. Yamal. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Kimmich. Now, can they get him away? Nedved. Oh, that's a key interception. Stam. Threads one in. He can run onto that. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And that should get the job done. And here's Yamal. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That is good alertness. Nicely spread. Yamal is onto this. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And we have liftoff! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10...
He's having a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cantona clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Defending was strong and firm. Gerrard. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Played back to the goalkeeper. And he's managed to get rid. And here's Yamal. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Luis Suarez.
Manchester United really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
It's Ronaldinho! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Might be danger here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Nigeria are looking to go forward now. He's picked his way through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He's beaten the last man. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on... Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Bruno Fernandes getting this one clear. Over to the right flank. And he was quick to react. Bruno Fernandes, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Lam. That pass isn't the best.
1 minute at a time.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Nedved, and he's lost his man here. That has ended up in no man's land. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So it's back to business. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Nigeria presented with a golden opportunity here. So this to turn it right round. The comeback is complete. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
After 47 minutes is...
Nigeria with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space. He's having a shot! And no mistake. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
How very smart. He just got it right.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Manchester United dragged themselves back again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Ronaldinho. Gerrard does well to get it back. Now it's Cantona. Mateus. Luis Suarez, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's worked it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Pressing high and with purpose. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, this looks sharp. It's a pretty loose pass. Gerrard. Now it's Yamal. He's found a way through. Yamal. Yamal! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he shoots!
Nedved really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Substitution for Nigeria, number 2.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 6, Joshua Kimmich.
Lam,
Number 15,
Gerrard,
Ronaldinho.
Neymar, of
Number
course, a
10,
dribbler of outlandish
Lionel Messi.
ability.
Number
Great
8,
defending, strong and
Young
determined.
star.
Now he's running away. And the
Number
finish!
7,
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Number 14,
Deftly away.
Steven Gerrard. Number 20, Kylian Mbappe. Number 25, Raul. Number 21,
Goes beyond the defence.
Pepe.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, he takes a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Bebeto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Marquez with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Mateus. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. And he's quick to get rid. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Neymar, Raul.
Nigeria clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He is through here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Luis Suarez! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's shifting through the gears here. Romero gets it away.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nicely weighted ball. And he welcomes it in. Now the delivery. Olise receives it in a good... Oh, what has happened here? Mateus.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's a little off target. Looking for the run. Now it's Raul. Romero promptly onto that, and that is that. Played through for the wide man, and he's picked it up out wide. Shoots! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes. That's it, the referee says enough. Nigeria can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Nigeria absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Manchester United. Again.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, we're underway. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game.
Luis Suarez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Towering header! Not a bad try by any means.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park.
It's Rooney! And again! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Impressive jump! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Maldini. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's picked his way through. Ronaldinho! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Now he's off and running. Maldini cuts it out. And this is Messi. Very nicely done. Silvestre, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Maldini wins the duel this time. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Quarter of an hour played. It's Luis Suarez! Now, oh, he's been caught napping. Searching pass he's played there. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for options for movement. That has not gone well. And here's Rooney. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mateus. Now it's Rooney. Tries to play it through, and he's in. Luis Suarez! Goal! Manchester United! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Luis Suarez.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Nigeria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Kagawa.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Luis Suarez. De Ligt cuts out the pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. He's rising! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Lam. Messi. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And it's Messi. That ball looks a good one. Some resolute defending there. Cafu. It's a pretty loose pass.
Nigeria certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Messi. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Suarez. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Luis Suarez! And there's a goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Nigeria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And Messi! It's bounced back off the post. And needless to say, that deserved better.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
De Ligt. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's had it taken off him. And here's Ronaldinho. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Thank you very much for
So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're into the second 45. He has found the way through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Silvestre is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Messi. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Luis Suarez. And this is Luis Suarez. And he's... Oh, a gilt-edged chance! And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now there's the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. That's an imaginative pass. And the shot's on here. Chance! It's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
56 minutes is number
Well, this is
15,
what we've been waiting for.
Ronaldinho.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the... Getting up there! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Suarez is offering a wry smile there.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Mateus. Now it's Kagawa. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Aimed beyond the defence. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And this is Messi. Now that's a fine challenge.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Manchester United get their fourth corner.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh no, this does not look good. And that's gone loose. He is through here. Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldinho does have his name on the score sheet, of course. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Casemiro. Swung over. Kagawa. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rooney is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And Messi! That's put paid to the danger.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 26.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 9.
Looking for a runner.
Messi.
Nicely intercepted.
Number 7.
Knocks it into space.
Number 8.
Casemiro.
Bruno Fernandes.
Neymar. Neymar! They've got to be quick to recover this. Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Neymar has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Cafu. Pass somewhat off target, and he's managed to get free. Mbappe has the space to scheme.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Cafu gets across to intercept that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dennis ended up in no man's land. There's the shot! And it's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now!
For Nigeria.
And that is that. Nigeria have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Hello, everybody.
Luis
Please
Suarez
join me.
taking...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
Well, what a sight this
today's
is. The
match.
colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
Al Ittihad with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good climb! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Ronaldinho is carrying after that one. Now, what about a counter-attack? That looks a good ball through. He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Al Ittihad clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well,
Nunez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, great leap! No, not the best of headers. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. It's a pretty loose pass. Quarter of an hour played. Conte. Now, can they get him away? Neymar. Now it's Darwin. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nigeria yet to have an attempt on goal. That has not gone well.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Looking to play him in. Knocks it into space. That has been knocked clear. Luis Suarez. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Conte. This is a promising build-up. Well seen. Saw that coming. Mendes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Greenwood. Conte. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Dani Olmo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Rashford was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Greenwood in acres of space out wide, and he's managed to get free. No, there's no going past him this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nice-looking ball. Nice interception, well timed. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Dani Olmo. Oh, cracking. Big chance! And he couldn't finish.
Dani Olmo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Suarez chasing after it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. And it's Olmo. And here's Rashford. Neymar. Nunez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Greenwood. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. Mendes picks it up out wide. Maldini can get it clear. Ronaldinho. And now the breakaway. He's got away.
1 minute at a time.
He is just caressing the ball. Conte. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So off we go again.
Nigeria really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Has a look and plays it forward. Threads one in. That's been slipped through. He's in! Must be! Can he finish? And that would have been some goal.
Greenwood clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Rafael Varane is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Rashford. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Spread to the right. Distributed tidily. Greenwood ventures forward. Dani Olmo. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Varane attempts a clearance. Passes short and chance! Oh, brilliant from Darwin Núñez! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Al Ittihad have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Núñez. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well seen. Saw that coming. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Rashford with the cross. And here's Núñez. Beckenbauer. No, again there's no way through. And here's Núñez. Probing pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Rashford. Nigeria can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Beckenbauer. Can he finish? could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Substitution for Al Ittihad, number 19.
So, third corner of the game.
Mason Greenwood. Coming on to replace him.
Bullish header!
Number 21, João Pedro.
Ball is over the line. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe with the clearance.
Al Ittihad clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. He's a sharp little ball here. Looking for options for movement. And he was alert to it. Nigeria very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Iniesta. Can he get it through? Chance, surely! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Nigeria really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's João Pedro.
Have been indicated.
That looks a decent ball. Pass is just off target. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Marquez cuts out the pass. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And that is that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Well, football is, of
today's
course,
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
AC Milan.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Lam. That has not gone well. Rafael Varane. Suarez chasing after it. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Gerrard. That's a good ball out wide.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Yaya Toure. And this is Neymar. Nigeria have a free kick. And it's Messi. Here's a chance! Messi. That has been slung wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's had it nicked away. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good-looking ball. Varane gets over and intercepts. Now it's Bellingham. Tries to play it through. Look at the space here. And the finish! Ronaldinho is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Neymar, can he get it through? Luis Suarez! And he should have made them pay.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
So we're still where we started right now. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. That'll be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Lam. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And it's Bellingham. He's looking wide. Seedorf. And here's Dembele. He's a sharp little ball here. Well read. And the danger is averted. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mbappe. Ronaldinho. Ups for safety. Oh, what has happened here? That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken. Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And this is Dembele. Neymar quietly revving up. Now it's Messi. That's a throw. Well, that pass isn't the best. Messi. Searching pass he's played there. And he cuts out the supply. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Well, nicely intercepted. Van Dijk. There will be a throw-in. Rafael Varane. The pass has gone astray. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Thank you.
So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So right back into the action.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bellingham. He's found... Shot, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, good effort! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And this is Dembele. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And it's Messi. And Messi! Messi! Genius! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Number 10, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Substitution for Nigeria, number 18.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on to replace him is
Nigeria have
11,
fired themselves in front.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And this is Ronaldinho. And he's in on goal. And it's been hooked away. Nigeria have got it back, and they'll have another go. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi. And he's quick to return it. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue.
Messi! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Substitution for Nigeria, number 15, Ronaldinho. Number 9, Neymar. Number 10,
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
coming on the field.
Nigeria
Number 20,
have, after this,
Kylian
one
Mbappe.
further opportunity
Number
to make a
24,
substitution.
Number 25, Naoud.
Varane cuts out the pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've...
Tries a shot! And that's a tiny finish. Do not write them off. Back they come.
Goal scorer for AC Milan.
So smooth.
73
A
minutes
signature
in.
finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan restore power. There's the shot! Oh, the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here, and it's come back out to him. Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. And that could work. Kvaratskhelia! Harmlessly behind.
Substitution for Nigeria, number 2.
Nigeria have opted to make another change here.
Coming on the field is number 7, Rafael Marquez.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most accurate pass. Now, can they get him away? Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Rummenigge. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Pull it. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, this looks sharp. It's a pretty loose pass. Rummenigge, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Deftly away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Corner given. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Oh, good climb! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
This looks promising. Great defending, strong and determined. 5 minutes to add. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Threads one in. Great chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, wow! That's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up.
Goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Forwards and with intent. Nice looking ball. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Maldini. Some really good ball movement. He's got away. They have held on just. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Nigeria really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are barely able to move. They squeezed every ounce of energy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Well, football is, of
today's
course,
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Well, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Looking for options for movement. That is lovely. Great vision. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's clever. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ronaldinho. It's Luis Suarez! They've scored! And we have liftoff! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Nigeria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Luis Suarez.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Aguero.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Good ball, good take. Maldini tries to clear, played it again, and that's a sharp finish. It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lazio are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Messi, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side, applies the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Mbappe. Delivers with whip. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And we have our very first corner. Ronaldinho goes short. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. That's very neat. And now they can spring out of defence. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. What a throw in. Bruno Fernandes, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he plays one through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nigeria are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. That's good running with the ball. Neymar! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Not the most convincing of passes. Kimmich. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Aguero. Maldini. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And Messi! Well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
The goal scored for
Smiles
Nigeria
broad and
at the
beautiful.
44
That is a
minute.
cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Lionel Messi.
Nigeria are doing very nicely,
Messi.
thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Looking for the run. Messi. That's the end of the first 45.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Nigeria firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. So we're off again. He's had it taken off him. And this is Messi. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Aguero, looking to play him in. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Dani Olmo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That looks a good ball through. Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lazio appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack.
Oh, he's been caught napping! That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. He's a sharp little ball here. So what can they make of this? Lahm. Neymar. Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. A real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are disappearing out of sight!
Number 5,
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Roberto Carlos, and it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. That's destined for the flank. The message is clear, none shall pass. Dani Olmo. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Messi. It's a good run down the right. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Now it's Ronaldinho. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Kimmich wins the duel this time. Can he get it through? Shot could be on. 75 minutes played. Cafu. It's gone for a throw-in. Nigeria can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Joshua Kimmich. Number 9, Neymar.
Ronaldinho.
Number 18, Luis
He has found a way through.
Number 2, Rafael
Well, that
Varane.
tackle was certainly sturdy.
Coming on the field, number 17.
Now it's
Andres
Messi.
Iniesta.
Beckenbauer cuts it out.
Steven Gerrard.
Costa Curta.
Number 20.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Number 20.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick
Number
given.
21.
And here's Mbappe. Lahm gets into a good position. Nigeria are closing in on a comfortable win. Good running, strong and purposeful. Goes for a shot! Nicely weighted ball. Aguero makes a dash for it. Dani Olmo
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
The ball has bounced loose now. Iniesta plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Mbappe. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred him.
He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to
There will
this?
be 1 minute at a time.
Ronaldinho! And he's done very well to deal with it.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Can he finish? It is close, but that is the last of it.